pardon the whole video quality. I also had done this during the day, but I don't know why I'm recording this at night. But anyways, today I was watching one of Dan Cole's video, and he made a very good point, which kind of inspired me to make this video. The thing he said in that video was creating an anti-vision for your life. Anti. I call it anti. That's what it sounds proper. Anti sounds lover to me. Many times we like to set goals for our life. You know, I want to be here in 6 months. I want to achieve this in 3 months. I want to achieve this in 1 year. I want to achieve this in 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, whatever. I like to set all these goals. But one thing we don't usually do very frequently is set things we don't want to happen. So an anti-vision is basically just something you don't want to happen in the vision. Just like a vision, you know, the vision is something you want to happen in the future. The anti-vision is something you don't want to happen in the future. I think part of the reason why this probably works is because as human beings, we're just naturally more motivated through pain. Because think about it, if I told you that you have to make $10,000 within the next 30 days, for example, like, you're probably not going to do that, because in your mind that, you know, that's unrealistic, is impossible and everything. And you know, what's the benefits of making $10,000? You know, you have $10,000, you have a lot of money, blah blah blah, whatever. Like, you're probably not going to really do that. You're probably not going to take action on that. But if all of a sudden your mom fell sick and, you know, she had a bad heart surgery, or she got into a terrible car accident, and they said the money to do the surgery and everything is $10,000, I can bet that within that 30 days you are going to find a way, somehow, some way, to get that $10,000. Because if you don't get that $10,000, there's going to be consequence for it. And even if for whatever reason you end up not getting that $10,000, yeah, the money you're going to get will be close. Maybe you might get 6,000 or 7,000. Like, you'll be very close. The point is, like, human beings, or just even animals in general, like, we're just more motivated by, you know, pain and fear and dark emotion. There was one this study they did, like, they put these rats in like a maze. So at the end of the maze there was cheese. So the rats smelled cheese, and it was, you know, to go and meet the cheese at the other side. Then they measured the speed the rats used to go from like the starting point to go and take the cheese and everything. Then they took the same rats again, still put the cheese there, these same rats inside the maze again. Then also they put a cat behind it. Like, no, I don't think they put a real cat, but they put something that smells like a cat. So this rat thought a cat was actually behind it, and the speed the rat used to like quickly get out of that maze was 10 times faster than the speed it used to, you know, go and get the cheese and all that. The point I'm trying to make is, when there's something that is like painful, something that is like hurting you, you're a lot more prone to make change and, you know, actually take action, rather than when it's like everywhere is just good. Because when everywhere is like good, there's no need to do it. Like, if you achieve it, you know, it's going to be good for you, and you probably should achieve it. Like, you probably should work hard and go work towards your goals and everything. But if you don't achieve it, like, you know, there's like nothing happens. Just like the $10,000 example I was saying earlier. Like, if you make $10,000, you know, very good, like, that's a lot of money. It's going to benefit your life 100%. But if you don't make $10,000 as well, like, you know, like, nothing really happens. But like I said before, if maybe your mom goes into a terrible car accident and she needs $10,000 for surgery, like, if you don't make this $10,000, your mom is going to die. So like, there's like actual consequence. We human beings were just a lot more motivated by pain. Where this anti-vision thing now comes in is, like, you have to sit down and just think about the future you don't want. Because many of us, we don't really do that. We don't think about what we want. We don't really think about what we don't want. And if possible, you know, try and like make it as clear and vivid and, you know, scary as possible. And I'm going to warn you now, this process is going to be uncomfortable if you actually go ahead and implement it, because, you know, these are things that you actually don't want to happen. So me, for example, one thing that I will not really want to happen is to end this year, and this year just being another year that I didn't really do much, or I didn't really achieve anything, you know, that I just spent majority of my days watching YouTube videos and just doing random stuff that, you know, like, I can't give account about. That's one thing I don't want to happen by the ending of this year. So like, the more I keep that thought in my mind, each day when I kind of catch myself like fucking around and just wasting time, I'll just remind myself that, you know, if you continue down this path, this is what is going to happen. Like, this is where we're going to end up, and you don't want to end up at that place. At least I don't want to end up at that place. So like, it usually motivates me to like get back on my grind and everything. So you have to also create an anti-vision for yourself. Think about the future you don't want. Think about the things you don't want to happen, and start doing things that are going to counteract that. So if maybe you don't want to be fat, you don't want to be broke, you don't want to be like dull or whatever, start doing actions that are going to like counteract that, so that that future never becomes your reality.